Hi guys. It's a very long overdue video, but like a few weeks ago, my very wonderful and amazing sponsor, CubeWorks, they sent me this cube right here, the Ferrocore V2. And I've experimented with this cube for about 2 weeks now, and I've finally formed my opinions and thoughts on it, so I'll be saying them all in this video. This is gonna be a very brutally honest review, so, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's the best cube of all time. Before we start, again, I'd like to thank my sponsor, CubeWorks, for sending me this cube. If you're in the Southeast Asia region and you wanna buy one for yourself, you can go ahead and buy one at CubeWorks. Yeah, and here's the box, by the way. I don't know if you guys care, but yeah, here's the box. Okay, so before I even received the cube, I was really excited because all of the marketing and promotion this cube has gotten, you know, people hyping it up in reviews saying it's the best 3x3 of all time, and even on the box it says that it's highly addictive. But then when I actually tried and received the cube, it was honestly a bit disappointing. So when I first took it out of the box, obviously, like all the reviews said, it was really fast and the magnets are really strong. But the one thing that this cube prides itself on is having a really strong core, and honestly, I am really grateful for it. Because if you own a V10, V11, or any recent Moyu 3x3, you would know that they all use plastic cores, and those plastic cores break so damn easily. So, you know, having a metal core is really good for your cube if you want to, you know, still have a cube for a really long time. And next, the magnets. In my opinion, they're a bit too strong. And this is coming from someone who's made the cubes that have strong magnets in the past, like the GTS3 and the V10 have pretty strong magnets. And if this is strong to me, then you might want to reconsider. I'll get to the performance more later, but for now, I want to focus about comparing this to the V11. So this is supposed to be an upgraded version of the V11, so how does it actually compare to it? Well, this thing just knocks it out of the park. In my opinion, I don't even think you need to get the V11 anymore because I don't know if you noticed, but I was never really a big fan of the V11. I had it before and I didn't like it, so I ended up selling it to a friend. And this cube is much better than that anyway, so I don't really feel the need to get it again. The V11 and most other 3x3s nowadays, you can still feel a bit of friction in the turns, but for some reason in the Ferrocore, there's literally like zero friction whatsoever. In fact, there might even be negative friction. This thing is just super smooth. I don't know how to do it. You know what? Here, let me give a sound test. So yeah, if the only reason you're gonna get a cube is because it feels great, then I guess this ticks off all the boxes. So before we move on to performance, I want to talk about the reason why I've had very mixed feelings about this cube. And the reason for that is trying to find a good setup for it. And what I mean by setup is not really like loops and stuff because those are pretty experimental, but I mostly mean trying to find good tensions for it. I've tried a lot of tensions. I think I've tried like over 20 on this cube, and I still don't even know if the tensions that I use right now are good ones. I've tried tension setting 1 in every single compression setting. I tried tension setting 2 in all the compression settings, and so on and so forth. It was a rough time, man. I think I spent like the first week or so with this cube just trying to find good settings. In fact, I think I'm still trying to find good settings today because I don't even know if the current one I use, which is tension 3 compression 5, is still good right now. Because I don't know why, but for this cube, I can't copy other people's tensions. Like even the fast people who use it, when I try their tensions, it just doesn't feel right on mine, you know? So now I can link this to the next topic, which is about the cube's performance. So now I want to add more to the finding the correct settings for it. The corner cutting on this cube is honestly not as good as I expect it to be, or it should be. Because for how good and expensive the cube is, you would expect the corner cutting to be phenomenal, tip-top, best of the best, but to be honest, it's kind of bang average at best. And in fact, I think this is kind of the reason why most fast people who use this cube have to use really loose tensions. It's probably because when you use the higher, tighter tensions, the corner cutting just doesn't exist. So when I use this cube, the tensions that I like are the really tight ones, like 3, 4, and 5. But the problem is, when you use those settings, the corner cutting is just so bad. Like, the corner cutting on my V5, which is like a cube 10 times cheaper than this, is much better. I don't understand why this cube has such average corner cutting. So because I can't use the tighter tensions like 4 and 5, but I also can't use the looser settings, which is 1 and 2, I kind of have to meet somewhere in the middle, which is 3. And this is the only one that kind of sticks with me right now. And because it's still like on the moderately loose side of the tensions, I get a problem that I haven't experienced on a 3x3 in like 5 years or something, which is corner twisting. Like, I actually get corner twists so often that it kind of pisses me off. Like, it's not even a joke. But again, like I said, if you want to tighten this cube, you're gonna have to sacrifice bad corner cutting. So you gotta pick one.
Yeah, you gotta pick one. So what turning styles actually fit this cube, if you're wondering? So my turning style is a bit on the fast and spammy, aggressive type, if you know what I mean. It's sort of similar to, I think, Luke Garrett's turning, so I can kind of compare it to that. And if you have that type of turning style, to be honest, I don't think this cube is a really good fit for that. And that might also be why I'm not a big fan of this cube. Which, even though I guess I can consider this as my main, it's not really because, oh, this is the best 3x3 of all time. It's more of because this cube has the status of having a really good cube, I kind of just feel like I have to main it. I have to try to make it work out, you know what I mean? However, if you have a really calm turning style, someone like Brian Johnson, something like that, this cube is a really good fit for that. And one more thing that I like to touch on that I mentioned earlier is the magnets. To be honest, I really think that the magnets on this are just way too strong for my liking. And again, this is coming from someone who likes strong magnets. This is the auto alignment on this cube, as you can see. This is way too much. No 3x3 needs this strong of an auto alignment. And because it has this, I feel like some of my turns when I'm solving on this thing is being restricted because the magnets are forcing me to turn the other way. So it's really annoying and it causes a bunch of lockups a lot of the times. Usually on my old 3x3 mains, if I just wake up, start a new day, I can just use the cube and then immediately just go good solves. But when I use this cube, I have to force my hands to get used to the stronger magnets now because I'm not used to it and I still not am. So I have to do like a bunch of pre-warm-up solves to make sure my hands are used to the strong magnets. So if all the things I've listed make you unsure, you should probably try it for yourself first before you make a really big purchase. Because again, this is a very expensive cube, so you really need to make sure it's the best and suits you. But if it doesn't matter and you're a rich guy, you can buy whatever you want, then go ahead, buy it. Whatever, I don't care. Don't listen to my opinion. It is again, everything I've said is just my opinion and my experience. So yeah. And yeah, that is my experience and my review of the Ferrocore V2. What do you guys think of this cube? Do you have it? Do you not? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.